Okay. Hey guys, welcome to my new episode of my live streams. Yeah, first of all, I want to thank or most of my students on Patreon for supporting me and of course for learning from me. Let me check out my live stream if it's running. Yes. And there is one. Let me switch on my chat so I can see you writing. And yeah, to my supporters on Patreon, I like to say thank you a lot for supporting and yeah, like for watching there and learning from me. My patrons are right now who are very active are Ian, Marcelo, Nemeth, Jamie, Kirill, Casper, and Michael. And honorable mentions go to Sarah, Francisco, Silent7, Vasil, Katharina, Nguyen, Miguel, and Gabriel. Yeah, these are patrons who were for a long time on my patron page in my program, and some of them had no time for practicing. Some of them are in new studios or companies are working. So yeah, good luck to you, everyone, and yeah. Today I want, and yeah, if you want to learn from me as these patrons, you can visit my Patreon page, um, and either you can yeah support my YouTube channel or you can learn there, and of course you can ask things. I For the mid section, I mean for the master sculptor guru, for the master sculptor tier, um, you can just watch the videos. But of course, I offer you to ask if there is something you want to know. Um, you can contact me there. And yeah, today I want to create this guy here. This bust. Like I said, like I told already in other streams, I want to focus a little bit more on practicing creature creation. So yeah, follow me along this sculpt, and if you have any like question, please ask me on the chat. You are welcome to participate on discussions and stuff, or you can of course comment below this VOD when it comes out. And yeah, um, yeah, on this creature I like a lot this expression. He is not like he is not evil. He is like a funny guy, but with his spikes and his horns, he looks dangerous. So it's a pretty funny, cool mixture of, yeah, lovely guy and, yeah, dangerous spikes, dangerous look, like a devil or like a demon. And yeah, by the way, I remembered the challenge I was talking about a month ago. And I was challenging you guys to do something. So if you do not remember what it is, please watch the videos I was making a month ago. And there I talk about a challenge. I'm challenging you guys to do something. I don't want to repeat it. but I challenge you to do something, and I was and I was let me and I was offering you when you participate in this challenge, then I can tell you if you are able to be a self-taught artist. This time I created like the face like this, like with a mouth opening for yeah, like easier access to the mouth. And of course, this channel is like my live streams are depending on your participation in the chat. So don't hesitate to ask something, anything you want. Even if I already like answered a lot of questions in the previous streams, maybe there is something you want to know. Maybe I didn't cover. And like I said, for those who did this challenge, you can contact me on, I don't know, on ArtStation or Instagram. And there I can tell you, it doesn't matter if you are a supporter on Patreon or not. I offer it to you. I offered it like a month ago to participate in this challenge. And I can tell you, if you are able to learn on your own as a self-taught artist, and maybe you can be successful in your career. If you didn't do this challenge, then maybe chances are high that you cannot be a self-taught artist. But I will explain you when you contact me. Yeah, thank you for your greetings on the chat. I'm very well. Actually, I'm already very like I cannot wait to go to vacation. I told last week I will be on vacation next week, and for 3 weeks I will be not there, and I'm excited to go to vacation. My wife and I, we will be in Japan for 3 weeks, and yeah, exploring the culture and some places. And yeah, I hope you are good as well. So everything is fine with you too. Let me have the concept at this side. And of course, like always, I need some topics to talk about. I was asked like by another user who was telling like, oh, unfortunately, I have no money to learn from you or to pay you for guidance. And I truly understand it because actually education is very expensive. And I told him to watch my videos, all of my videos. I mean my free videos on YouTube. This is You can learn from my free videos a lot. Of course, you can join my streams. On the streams, you can learn a lot. Yeah, and yeah, like I said, binge watch every of my videos and analyze them. If you, like I said, if you do not have the money to pay someone, of course you can be a self-taught artist. And like I said previously, the challenge I did, please contact me if you have like if you did this challenge and if you are able to be a self-taught artist. I can tell you if you can be a self-taught artist. Yeah, you're welcome. This is a piece from an unknown artist. I don't know the artist. Please, if you know the artist, please tell me, and I will mention him in the video description. I'm not always watching like for the names, for the artist's names. I hope it's okay for you and for the artist to do so. But when I find the name, then I will update it, or you can tell me. And yeah, you can follow along. These are very basic stuff. Okay, so when you do not have any money or ZBrush or whatever, you can follow these yeah videos I'm doing yeah on Blender. Maya Maya is expensive, sorry. I mean on Blender, or I don't know. When you want, you can get some, I don't know, um, some clay or whatever. I mean real clay, and build these creatures from real clay. The artist is Johan Grenier. Grenier. Thank you. I will update the video as soon as possible. I mean, it goes online, and then I can update the description. Thanks. Thank you for watching for the artists. Yeah, like always, I'm creating like a base head here. He has a very narrow head there, so like build it back here and build it up there. Yeah, like I said, you can do it on Blender. I'm absolutely not against Blender or whatever. I'm not into this like fight between these programs. Use whatever you want, use whatever works for you. Of course, the perspective is very hard to realize because we are watching pretty much from below on the face, and the face is pretty much like covered by the nose, and yeah, we have to have a lot of experience to model a head like this. And yeah, thank you for participating on my chat. It's pretty busy on the chat. I love it because I feel like you guys care about my streams. I mean, people are watching my streams like as a VOD, but on a live stream it's a little bit easier. I already uh, I already have the teeth I always use ready for use. So I loaded them already to not spend too much time on it. This loading process and this stuff. But still, I have to separate upper teeth and lower teeth. You can use pre-built stuff like this. It saves you a lot of time. If you do not like, I recommend to create at least one time a full skull with teeth and everything to learn how it works. But do not do it every single time because you spend a lot of time on creating teeth, and yeah, it's a pretty annoying process on some point when you have like did it 10 times. And I have here some eyeballs I can use. Whoops. What's happening there? Unmask. And then yeah. You can use, of course, like eyeballs like this. You can use the whole body there, of course, pre-built stuff. Yeah, welcome, Sir Guard was on the last stream already. Oh, I did. Yeah, I mentioned that I'm doing like a test for a studio, and I sent it on Saturday, and I still didn't get because of the weekend. I didn't get any feedback, but I will. Yeah, I will keep you in like I will inform you how it worked out. And if I get the job, actually. I think after my vacation they will contact me for an interview. And yeah, I hope yeah, like I said, I hope for a good good experience for me and for the studio as well. Like so I'm bringing some value to the team and to the project. And a second team was a second company or studio was contacting me. They want to make like a character, one character, I think. Um, so yeah, let's see what's happening after my vacation. Yeah, Peloton is on the stream. Sunset, peace. Um, in Lotter is on the stream and is sculpting on the side. Mm. I wish you good luck for your sculpt. And Shaimul is on the stream. Superfly TV. Welcome everybody. I enjoy, like I said, I enjoy really when some people are on the stream. I mean, some more people are on the stream. It's a little bit strange to talk to yourself, like and right now what I'm working on is just like volume, building up uh, the the geometry I need. So I'm just placing some stuff there. Mhm. Oh, Raja Sharma is on the stream. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. I remember some of you, like Rajat was on the stream last time as well, participating in the chat as well. Okay, and when I have my base, like base volume, whatever, of course I can create the horns here, but I want to create first the face because it's the most important part. And for this, I go more into like tracing my um, the concept. Sometimes it's hard to see because of the gray material. It's hard to say. Um, Sometimes I switch to skin shade. It's a little bit more light uh, material, so I can watch more through. That's why I'm switching sometimes to another material. the eyes a little bit bigger, I think. Switch on local symmetry to make it like bigger on the local axis and more far out. Like this, and check if you have your the correct like correct object there. And he pinches his eyes a little bit more together. And I work already in this stage, I work this out more to have this feeling for, I mean, the eyes are pretty like pretty important here. I mirror and weld the eyelids because they were like not symmetric. Yeah, correct pronunciation. Yeah, I try. And all history is on the stream. Oh yeah, I mentioned, I think you were like asking what you can do if you are like little on money, and I really understand it. So yeah, like I told, watch every of my videos. They are for free. And of course, I would love to create like every of my videos for free, like my Patreon page completely for free. If I could make a living from teaching from YouTube and this stuff, then I would like open my Patreon completely for free. But it's not the case at the moment, unfortunately. So yeah, something is not working there. Oh, I missed, yeah, like this and this. He has funny teeth, like very big frontal teeth. Like this. I think it's one of his like signature things. I mean signature like on his face. He looks a little bit like with his teeth, he looks a little bit like the clown from the S movie. And here it doesn't like make sense to make this tooth here longer. I think I will use this curve tubes and place a new one. And yeah, a career as a self-taught artist is not easy. So if you are interested in like a really professional career, then I always recommend to get education. I mean, uh, paying more for education than for like entertainment. So we are always like we are paying Amazon and Netflix and whatever for entertainment, but we do not want to, or many people do not want to spend any money on education. And actually, it should be the other way around. So when you want something, you maybe have to pay for yeah education to do it. I mean to reach your dreams. So please support a uh, small channels, educational channels like mine, and yeah, maybe I can post my stuff more for free. Like I can open my um, I can open my Patreon page and tell like, okay, I earn enough money to live from it, and I do just the educational stuff, and it's all for free. Like, yeah. Um, Kirill is asking if I'm ready for Japan, and actually not. We didn't do any like preparation, of course. We did like we bought some new luggages and like new cloth, but I mean Japanese people are very well dressed, so we want like to be at least a little bit dressed like them, good good dressed like them, like they are. I think this horn should be like a bit more behind this one as well. So I'm watching here. This horn is coming out like from his cheekbone, and the other ones are a little bit more at the back. And of course, I'm curious if we will be good with the language. I mean, I have no idea how we will be communicating there. I think with Google Translate or so. But reading is really, really hard. I mean, we do not speak any Japanese. And reading like traffic, when we want to go with a bus, reading the signs and this stuff is, yeah, challenging. But always challenge yourself. And this is something I told you on for the challenge I was talking about. Challenge yourself to do the challenge. And I can tell you if you can be a self-taught artist. So it's like you can do it right now. When you watch first time, watch my videos from 1 month ago. I was talking about this challenge. And yeah, do this challenge. And have a chat with me, and I can tell you if you can be a self-taught artist. If it's, I mean, how big are the chances? Okay, the volume is pretty good already. I need a neck or body for him. I think like I want to have it. Mm, oh, it's a live stream video. It's a VOD from the live streams. It's not in the videos actually. When you go to my channel and go to live, not videos, not shorts, but live, there you find videos from, I think it was this one. There I was talking about. There I was talking about this challenge. Yeah, like I said, if you are new, you can do this challenge for the next month. Yeah, and I'm curious how many people will participate in the challenge. It's not an art challenge for your information. It's a challenge in learning. Okay, I have my like basic volume. I know I think his jaw is a little bit too narrow, but I do not care a lot here. I have my basic volumes. And now I'm working more into like second volume structure. And work a little bit more on yeah, for this challenge again, you can contact me, of course, on any like channel you want, on ArtStation or Instagram, whatever you want, and I hope I will have my the time for you, but I think I can take my time for you. In what area in 3D, R is asking what area in 3D is best for money making or make money. I wanted to sell or to sell 3D printing. Yes, the same thing I experienced, and I do not recommend. I was selling some STLs earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, it's a cool thing. I was making STLs and selling them as well, and noticed that they get, yeah, people steal the STLs and sell them on their own. And it's actually not worth it because, yeah, you get actually anything from it. Best thing for 3D, do not sell your how it's called, digital content. This is the best thing you can do. Do not sell digital content. Sell like sell yourself as a 3D artist, like freelancing, for example. It's the best way to earn money, and it doesn't matter in which I mean, I experienced very good um, I experienced very good earnings in the advertisement industry, especially in the automotive industry. When you are like when you're good in rendering and technical stuff, then maybe this is something for you. If you are more creative, maybe not, because it's actually not very creative work. Um, it depends, of course, what you want and what you like. But to earn good money, automotive industry is pretty good starting point. I mean, you are creating then I don't know, like renderings of cars. I was working for a company. We were like doing car renderings and plane renderings. So for Airbus. But yeah, selling your stuff online is actually a bad idea because of people who are stealing your stuff. And they are actually hurting the industry a lot. So yeah, like I said, when you want to make a living from it, then I recommend to sell your your service. Learn something like, I don't know, hair creation. Be a master in hair creation in 3D and sell this service to studios. I think this is the best way to earn money with it. Like I'm pretty good like in forms, form building, like expression and anatomy and this stuff, and I'm selling my service to yeah, to build these characters or clothing characters. I want to be more involved uh, in creature creation. So I'm learning like creature creation like now. So it depends, of course, what you want to do. Pricing as a 3D artist, freelancer. Um, Let me see. What I'm thinking about, like pricing your service. I think you're talking about your service because you are selling your service as a freelancer. Actually, pricing, I cannot tell you exactly like exact numbers because every country and every person actually doesn't need like different amount of money. That's why I cannot tell you exact numbers, but I think I told it already on a live stream earlier that watch for like watch for at least 5 professions in your country that are like barber shop. Okay, just ask your barber or estimate like how much do you pay for your haircut. Okay, and estimate, watch how many customers he has in on one day and estimate about like his income. This is the first. The second, like I don't know, construction builders. I hope this I mean people who are building like houses and this stuff, okay, who are self-employed, and ask them how much do they charge for doing your floor, just for example. Then watch in your place, like if you want have a new like I don't know if you we have in Germany we have a like a huge need for people who are handcrafting stuff because everyone wants to study, I don't know, art or whatever, and no one wants to build things. Okay, so watch for how much does a person who makes your like floor or whatever how much does it charge, this person charge for his service? I mean, like, you forgot your keys. Just as an example, you forgot your keys and you are outside and you need, I don't know how it's called, the profession in how it's called in English, but I explain it. You forgot your keys and you need to enter your door, okay? And you call it like this person, this service who is opening your door, and watch for this service how much it costs for you to open the door, okay? How much does this person take for this service? And then you will have, when you watch in your area how much people are charging for their service, and do not, yeah, the key maker, yeah, thank you. Yeah, like watch for their charging and do not take less than them, because yeah, they are handcrafting stuff and they maybe do not like study 3 or 5 years doing this stuff, like opening your door. But they are like, in Germany, you have to pay at least 100 euros for opening your door. At least. This is the minimum. Okay. It's like between 100 and 150. And how long does it take to open your door? I mean, it takes like 10 minutes or whatever. So for 10 minutes, you get 150 euros. Okay. So I would not charge less than this, but you have to figure out for your country, for your own needs, of course. Do you have kids? Do you have a house? Do you have a car? Do you have I don't know what? How old are you? And how experienced are you? Okay, so what is your experience in 3D? Can you build a monster or a creature like this, or can you build a full car with interior? Then you can, of course, charge more. If you are a beginner and a student right now, maybe less, but um, see your customers or your projects you are getting as a learning experience as well. So yeah, this is the only thing I can tell you. Like this is the easiest way to figure out how much you can charge in your country and for your service. I hope this helps you. You can, of course, King Wolfman asked for it. You can, of course, tell me if this helped you. But I would do it this way. I did it this way, like of course, when I was talking or figuring out like how much do I need, I was thinking about stuff like this. How much do I need for, like, do I have kids? No. Do I have a car? No. Or do I have an expensive car? No. Do I have a house? No, I don't. Do I want a house? Maybe. Okay, so this is the easiest way to figure out how much you need, and do not charge too little. Do not do it like, oh, I want to be a like I want the customer, or I want to work with this and this customer, and that's why I'm charging just a little. Okay, this is not working, because you have to pay the bills. Of course, you have to live from something, and you have to keep in mind that the studio is actually selling your work further. They use your work for their project, and you have to be okay with it. I mean, when they pay you, I don't know. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to name any numbers because this can be confusing for people who are maybe like living in poorer countries. When I tell like a key maker is making like in 10 minutes 150 euros, people can go crazy and tell like, what? What is this magical key maker? Okay. But yeah, actually it's true. And it's a like regular income. And you see in the US right now there are people who are um, earning normal money, but they cannot afford anything for a living, and they have a huge problem with like poorness right now. I have no idea why, or I don't know. I'm not living in US, but I see it on the news, and yeah, you're welcome. So do it like, yeah, do it like a normal job. I mean, when you are invited into a for an interview, and the company or studio is asking you, how much do you want? How much do you need? Ask yourself, how much do you need actually? And of course, as a freelancer, you are a like selfpreneur. It's called selfpreneur. Um, and you need to make profit. So your company, you as a company, you need to be profitable. You need to work profitable so you can afford like the software, hardware, and all this stuff. But yeah, like I said, the best way to earn money in the 3D industry is to be employed first, and second, to be freelancer and to offer services like that are very needed, like technical services, for example. And it's very rare, like not everyone is doing this. Like character art is one of the most competitive one, and it's really hard to compete with other artists and to earn enough, uh, like to charge more for this job. But it's still possible. Like when you have a studio, when you found a studio like who is really serious about their stuff, then they will pay you enough so you can at least live from this money and do the job you really like or really love to do, like I do. I love this job, but I do not do it for free. I cannot do it for free because I have to live from something. And it doesn't work like, oh, I want to be involved like in a cool project. I mean, I don't care. actually. First thing I care is, can I live from this? Yeah, I hope. Yeah, and you told it that it's helpful for you. You're welcome. And if you have anything like, I'm curious where you live, and maybe I can Google for you how much a key maker is taking. In your country. But actually, art is a very, very hard thing to like earn very good money in general. It's very, very hard. So when you want to like earn very good money, then maybe, I don't know, maybe art is not the best way. Or when you have a niche like I told with the car renderings or hair or whatever, when you are really an expert in something, then you can earn very good money. But like I think software engineering is better. I mean for for earning money, but of course AI is taking over. I'm higher my subdivision level and go like from this distance I go further in and further in. Oh, I missed the neck here. The volume on the neck. I need more volume there. And I think he should have like a more rounded head. Like this, and more folds and wrinkles like this. More volume on the neck. Mhm. Um, yeah, you have to be some kind of addicted to this industry and some kind of addicted to your. You have to enjoy, really enjoy uh, this job to do it good and to be like employed and to earn at least not good money, but at least some money. But it's actually not true, like that you cannot. I know many companies are like, or studios are like, oh, it's not everything about money. It's about like passion or whatever. I see it another way. I mean, people who have to earn enough to live from it. And of course, the studios are earning a lot with you as an artist. So don't hesitate to ask for money. Um, how can we keep sharp edges while dynameshing? Actually, you mean, for example, when you're doing like um, hard surface, I think. It's a good question. Actually, when you dynamesh something, let me see. Like I don't know, I have my hard surface thing here. I hope you mean this like when you sculpt hard surface, maybe a bit harder like this. And you want to keep these sharp edges. I would choose a bit more resolution like this. So the shape is uh, preserved. Uh, and you can use a plugin. Let me. You paint these poly groups. It's actually a ZBrush thing, so that's why I'm normally I avoid like using ZBrush specific things like functions, so the Blender people can follow along, but maybe it works in Blender as well, like this. So you have your edges there, like this, and there is a plugin. How it's called? Polygroup it from Paint. Let's say I have my polygroups from Polypaint, and now I can for example, ZRemesh, this thing with keep groups on. It's not enough resolution. Let me try again with, let's say, 5. Okay, anyway, I have my like thing there that is like it was my concept, my hard surface concept, and now I can polish by groups and preserve or get my hard surface details, whatever it was, a little bit back. Of course, I have to clean up a bit better, but I need for this technique, I need my my polygroups. So it's preserving like the polygroups and polish by by groups. So yeah, this is one way, one quick way to get hard surface stuff and to preserve some kind of preserve. I hope this is something that helps you. Some kind of preserve your hard edges when dynameshing. It's not actually dynameshing, it's more with ZRemesh, because you need clean clean edges here. When I do the same thing with Dynamesh, this will probably not work. Yeah, it works, but it's not the same quality, I think. Let me see. Like this, it's a little bit more jabby. You're welcome. It's a pretty cool technique to to create hard surface stuff. You can do it, of course, like with your Dynamesh thing, with like jabby edges, polish by groups a bit more to have like straight lines there, and then the ZRemesh. It holds the edges a little bit more, like a little bit better. And now I do the polygroup thing again, and now I have my clean hard surface piece. Okay, and of course I can go in, and now I have my like let me see how it works. I do create, oh, it's not symmetric. Let me do this. I do some temporary polygroup thing here and extrude like this on polygroups like this, and I create my, like, I don't know, detail stuff. I don't know. Or you can, of course, let me see how it works. I didn't use it for a long time. Anyway, you can create, like I said, you can create here some details, whatever. Okay. You can, of course, Boolean round stuff in there and this stuff. So I can maybe for next time after my vacation, I have a closer look on the ZModeler, and maybe I will create a hard surface piece in ZBrush. It's of course more technical. It takes a little bit more time than working on a organic piece like this. Like this. Okay, so you have to like you have to be in the mood to do it. Yeah, but I hope it helps you to create your hard surface piece. And yeah, you have to practice this stuff. Actually, a little tutorial is a like initial thing. Blender is better for hard surface. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I like to like experiment with shapes, like here, and to find shapes like in a free way, and do not stick too much to modeling. But it's of course how you like to work actually. But yeah, you are right. I think you are right. Modeling software is a bit better for hard surface. And now it's actually the most parts or most important things here is to do some detailing. I merge these pieces together so I can merge them like with my brush and create a transition here. Have you tried plasticity? Actually, I'm not a huge like hard surface modeler. I'm more for organic stuff. And no, I didn't use plasticity. It's a CAD software for creating like hard surface stuff, and it's a complete different workflow than poly modeling, for example. So actually not, I didn't use it. I used for my work Rhino. It's a CAD modeling software as well, but actually it's a pain in the ass because you have to like work really technical. I don't know how it's called, plasticity is working, but it's very technical, and you have to be really sure. You have so I mean in ZBrush I can do it like, I don't know, oh, I want to have a bigger head like this, okay, and it's no problem. I can do it on plasticity or on these modeling tools, you have to have a plan. Like you cannot work this free. I hope it's correct because it can be, of course, wrong. But this is my experience with these cut modeling tools. Actually, they are for engineers, made for engineers. So they build I don't know, cars from it, or technical stuff. But maybe plasticity is more aimed towards artists. Leso has a question regarding baking, and you are asking if you use your, I mean, like um, high poly sculpt for baking or decimated version. And I really recommend to use the decimated version because it makes no sense to use the high poly model directly for baking, because yeah, your PC will not make it actually. It's really heavy for the PC, and yeah, like decimation in ZBrush is preserving the details very good. So you can use it for your like high poly baking geometry. I use it a lot for baking. I mean, for preparing my models for baking when I create baking models when I want to bake them. You can even use decimation in Blender. It's a little bit like more you need a lot of processing power to do it in Blender. But yeah, when you have Blender, then you can use it. I mean, decimate it in Blender. But when you already are working in ZBrush, then of course you can use the ZBrush plugin for decimation. A little bit more forms on the horns. But for a sketch like this, it's okay to have just little like strokes. Depends of course on the use of this model. If it's just like practice or if it's for a portfolio. If it's for like a paint over, like a sketch. It always depends what you want to do with this piece. I'm sketching here more, so I'm just quick on the front side. I do some strokes on the front side, so I have a better feeling for this. Like some strokes on the teeth. Just for structure. um, yeah, how to create a smooth surface for stylized characters. Like, can I tell you, or can I show it on here? I don't know. Let me think about it. Like Let me save it. Or let me take this basic guy here. So how I create, like, I don't know, when I have a nose there, like I want a really pronounced nose on my stylized character, whatever. Then I, of course, create it, like with my details. And then I pronounce these edges even a little bit more. I hope this makes sense for you. You have to know the plane changes of the face, and these are like basics, basic knowledge of drawing. And then I go with my edge polish brush and define my hard surface, or not hard surface, but like planes on the nose, like these. And this is something we call always like stylized, because we see these plane changes. The more plane changes we see, the more like stylized we define it or call it. Okay, so it doesn't look like, I don't know, it doesn't look, it's of course not finished. It's a just an example. But what I want to show here is that I create these plane changes. And the more plane changes, or the more like hard surface, hard edges you use, the more stylized it looks. And this technique I use a lot for my stylized characters. So maybe I can show you on an example on my ArtStation. Like this guy here. Okay. You see these hard edges there. I used a lot of like H polish to define these hard edges. Sometimes smooth them a little bit more out. And this surface has to be smooth. Like this. It's actually this this technique. There is nothing more than this. It's like you have to see the changes. You have to see the on your like reference. I had a reference here. On the reference, you have to see these plane changes there, and then you realize them through your like sculpting tools. You know you can use them, yeah, to mimic these plane changes. They are given to you from the artwork, actually. Okay, so I hope this helps you for creating like it's like I said, it's something we call like stylized, but it's actually a mixture between hard surfaces or hard edges and soft surfaces. This is the this is the thing we call always stylized, why because like games like Dota or League of Legends are using this technique for building their characters. So yeah, hard edges there. I was the question was how do I match my perspective? And yeah, perspective matching is one key in uh, creating characters from a given artwork. And yes, I am using these like camera view buttons. You can find them on, let me see. Oh, I think here on document and these Z uplink buttons here. You can use them for lock your view to the to buttons. Of course, you can like create shortcuts for them. I use these buttons here. Okay, and some structure on, let me show the artwork here. Some structure on the teeth, and of course, like I always mention, the teeth need some depth. You lose some depth when you're using the when you expand the teeth like this. You see, uh, that's you see this this piece. You can find it on YouTube on my channel. How I do it, how I make it, and it's a time-lapse video, but you can still learn a lot from time-lapse videos. I mentioned it, I think, in one of my videos that I learned a lot from time-lapse videos when YouTube was not like full with tutorials, free tutorials. some structure on the teeth below, or the bottom teeth. Alexander Elisiario and Simple Dave. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoy. Let me see how long I'm on stream again today. I think about 2 hours or so. Yeah, 1.5 hours. What can I do further? I can work a little bit more on the nose. And yeah, mostly I'm when I was streaming, mostly I'm doing like a 1 hour more, like not a retouch. I watch for more like details that I maybe missed, and sometimes you have to get some like distance to your piece, take a break from it. And watch another day on it, and you definitely will see some mistakes you did. And here, when you have a not enough information about things like the nose is pretty blurry, then of course you can go a little bit more creative with it. But keep the size, at least the size of the nose should be matching the artwork. Shubham Nagi is asking if it's okay to use 3D scan data for your portfolio or sculpts in general. And yes, of course, many studios are using scan data. Like they are. There is a studio. Let me think about it. How it's called. Let me watch 24 scan, or I don't know, 3D scan people. Yeah, 3D scan store. I think they have at least one scan like example. I think I was using for my Robot De Niro this dude. I didn't show it on my ArtStation, but I used this head. They scanned and built a like animatable piece, and I used it of course for my creation here as well. So you get a lot of like skin information from textures from this scan data. And yes, of course, many studios use, especially when they create like realistic characters for God of War, or I don't know, you saw it on Metal Gear Solid 5. They used a lot scan data for creating, and for pieces like this, for like monsters or creatures, it's usable as well because you get a lot of skin information in this scan data, like from old people, or I don't know, yeah, like wrinkles and this stuff. You get this information and you can use it. I would like mention it in my portfolio that it's not handmade or hand painted, that it's scan data, but why not? I mean, you are actually pretty useful for this, for a studio who is working with scan data, and you show like you can work with scan data because it's not easy to scan to work with scan data. So yeah, using scan data is part of the job, and when you can deal with it, I mean, when you can clean up scan data, then you are actually very good employable in some studios. Some studios are like specializing in creating scan people, like a 3D scan store. They are specialized in creating 3D scans. And yeah, you can, of course, be employed in a studio like this. I figured out that this ear is coming like more to the front, like this horn is lying on top of the ear. Let's see if this makes sense to correct it. Like, let me do a quick 30 version. Actually, I think it doesn't make sense like this. Maybe the ear should be like coming more to the front, but I don't know. So from an aesthetic point of view, I would leave it like this because it's not making sense to bend the ear so far down. Like the anatomy is very important. Don't forget about it when you create pieces like this, and you can, of course, tell your art director or ask him how he sees it. Like is it important that this ear is like coming to the front from this horn or not? Yeah, to communicate in a studio or in a team is very important about this stuff. If they like, many studios are not giving like giving attention or do not paying attention to details like this. They say, yeah, whatever. Do it how you want. But many studios are different. They watch like every single detail. So yeah, okay. I think for a uh, for a study, it's enough. Let me see if I can create some interesting. What kind of color should I use? I think I go with like green. Green color like for a orc. Let me experiment with the colors a little bit more. Because actually I create not a lot like colored versions of my pieces. And yeah, maybe it gets a little bit more like interesting touch. For a face, I use a lot of like mixture between red, blue, and yellow, and of course on a green like green skin color, it's more difficult to mix these colors, so they make sense. Yeah, and in the meanwhile, you can ask, of course, more questions if you have some. And maybe after my vacation, in 3 weeks, I think I will make either I will make a hard surface piece or a stylized character piece. And for painting, often I use this skin shade shader to have a better look on the color itself. What is actually I'm not talking a lot about like how much money I do, like how much can you, because it's actually misleading sometimes when people like tell like, oh, I earn this and this money, because in every country it's differently, or different incomes, so it can be misleading sometimes when people tell numbers. And of course I cannot tell you my numbers here on here on stream. It's something I do not do generally, but yeah, I didn't say that I will tell you my like highest payment I earned so far. Yeah, like I told, please find out yourself for your country, like what works for you, what works for your um like situation when you are do you have kids? Do you have a family? Do you have a house to afford or to pay? Um, and yeah, find out these things and find out how much you charge uh, for your work. So I can, like I said, I cannot tell you exact numbers because every country, every person is different, and that's of course, yeah, like yeah, I cannot tell you exact numbers. I hope you understand it. But it's actually not a huge amount. I mean, like I said, I have no house, I have no like big car or whatever. So the payment is not huge. I would love to make a living from, I mean, from teaching. Um, and to be more independent from project work. But it's, yeah, I mean, it's developing in the right direction, but it's still not there. What's about Fiverr? No, Fiverr is not an option for anyone. Um, I really, really recommend to not use Fiverr because um, I tried it, of course. Why not? But you actually cannot earn anything on Fiverr. It's not worth it because people want you to like work for, I don't know, um, like create a full animatable character for 5 or 50 euros or dollars. It's way too low. This is something I can tell you. $50, 50 euros, whatever, is way too low. So do not charge too little. Even if you are living in a like poor country, do not charge too little for your work. But Fiverr is absolute no-go for me to work there. Like, yeah, it's not worth it actually. You do not get good good projects, good customers. Yeah, like I said, even if you are living in like a poor country, do not charge too little for your work because actually you're selling your time, your like lifetime, and it should have. I mean, you should be able to live from it. Yeah, and Fiverr is like a joke actually. But of course you can try selling on Fiverr and watch if this works for you. Depends, of course, on your situation, on your what you need, what you want, what you are able to do, and maybe you find your dream customer on Fiverr. I don't know, but I think the chances are pretty low that you find good quality clients on Fiverr. Okay, this is my version of the coloring. Actually, I'm not pretty. I mean, I'm not an expert for colors. I'm more into forms, less into colors. So coloring is not a thing I do a lot. I'm more into sculpting, forms, expressions. But yeah, it works in green, blue. I mean, especially for the face or for the skin, you have to mix some colors to get like very interesting stuff going on inside of the skin, actually. Mhm. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, when you want to figure out what kind of amount you can charge for your work, find out what self-employed people in your country are charging for their work. Like when you go to um, how it's called when you want your car to be repaired, okay, go to the shop, tell like, okay, I need the tires be changed or whatever. How much is it like? How much do you charge per hour? I mean, they change your tires, and they on the bill you get the working hours, and watch how much they need it, like half an hour or whatever, and how much they charge for half an hour of work. Okay, and do not charge less than this. So find out in your country. Like I said, I cannot tell you for my country, for my situation, because every person is different. Every person has its own skill set, of course. I have maybe a different skill set than you are. Maybe you are even better than I am. So yeah, find out on your own for your situation. And yeah. Yeah, actually, on Fiverr, there are not many good clients because yeah, like artists are putting their services for a little. I mean, they see other artists and they are like, oh, this artist is that does things for 5 euros. This artist does things for 10 euros. This artist does things for, I don't know, 20 euros. Okay. And they are competing with each other and they are like, the competition is not fair sometimes. And yeah, it's really, really, really hard to compete with yeah artists who are very, very cheap. But a cheap artist is maybe not a good artist. So do not worry when someone is cheaper than you. It doesn't mean that he is better than you. And yeah, when you are good in something, then the client will notice it and will pay you good for your service. This is something I can tell you actually. From my own experience because yeah because I had some clients who were paying good. I mean a good amount, like I can live it I can live from it. Okay, but it's not enough like for making a or to driving a Tesla or whatever, you know. So yeah, find good clients and good studios where you want to work. I wish you good luck. Wish me good luck for my art test. I will have a look. Maybe they um, already had some like feedback for me, and I will inform you as soon as possible if I get the job or not. And yeah, wish me luck, and I wish you a good day, and maybe you create this creature and share it with me on Instagram or ArtStation. I of course can have a look there and give you a thumbs up, um, and maybe a comment. Okay. Yeah, and thank you for watching. Please leave me a comment, a like, a subscription, or and do the challenge I mentioned earlier. Um, if you can be a self-taught artist. So I see you, I think, on Thursday and at the same time, like 2 p.m. Central European time. Yeah, I hope to see you there. Yeah, two kids are like two Teslas. Yeah, that's right. So with kids, you need, of course, a lot of money, of course, for like security, for financial security, for a house or for a car and this stuff. Yeah, it's absolutely right. So yeah, bye bye and see you next time.